Let's go ahead and call a meeting to order. I know it's a little past 6 o'clock, so we're going to call a meeting to order and welcome our guests tonight. We certainly appreciate you being here. We have several guests tonight, and first thing we want to do is have our Pledge of Allegiance, and then I'm going to lead us in a word of education.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this wonderful day you've given us. Lord, thank you for the opportunity to serve people of Hamilton, Alabama. Lord, we just ask that you bless our city. Lord, we ask that you bless each person here tonight, each decision made, Lord, pray that's in your will. We ask you to forgive us where you fail. All these many favors in the precious and holy name of Amen. First item on the agenda tonight is the recommendation to approve the minutes from our last meeting. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Greg. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Lynn. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you. Second item on the agenda tonight is to purchase the water department a rotary laser level kit and a 16-foot measuring rod for $1,177. Rodney, we didn't get a chance to talk to you in the work session because time ran out, but if you would, before we vote on this, explain what this is to us. You and I have already talked about it, but they have.
What this is, the guys at the shop requested I get this. It's a laser transit for putting in sewer taps and laying sewer lines. Of course, you have to lay it on the grade. And we've been borrowing one from the street department. We appreciate them letting us borrow it. Their measuring rod is not long enough for what we need. It's great for what they do with colors and stuff. It's just, this one's just upgrade from what they have. It's more accurate, self-leveling, and all that kind of stuff.
You use it for water and sewer.
Yeah.
You can use it a lot deeper trenches than what the street department has.
Yeah, I think there's maybe got a 5 or 6 foot measuring stick with it. This has got a 16 foot, I think. You can go a lot deeper ditch than what they have.
Is this new?
Yeah,
It's a new.
Okay, so you have questions for Brian on this? Is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
I got it. Okay, just the level that the street department has, with one like that not be sufficient. I mean, what's the need for? I mean, buying the rod.
yeah, this one just more accurate when you're laying on the grade in a deeper ditch.
I think we need to get it. They all need to be borrowed in the street departments, and if it's something that you can use for multiple years, I don't have a problem with it. I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the purchase.
It does come with a warranty, I suspect.
Yes.
I make a motion that we buy this, the work department, take care of it.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Tammy. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Heath, would you mind explaining, this next part is a recommendation to approve agreement for the transit. No, that's not, I'm sorry. We'll get you after this. The next part is a recommendation to approve agreement for transportation services for fiscal year 2015 with the Northwest Alabama Council of Local Governments. This is with NACOG. This is something we approve each year, and the price for 2014 was $1.09 per mile and $11.35 an hour, but the price for 2015 is $1.14 per mile and $11.80 an hour. And Jan, this is something we do yearly. It's just had a little increase from last year. Is that correct?
That's right.
So is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, thank you, Lynn. ACOG does a great job for us. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Greg. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Okay, this next part is a recommendation to approve the resolution authorizing and approving the Appalachian Regional Commission for Water System Improvements at Key Branch Housing Authority. And a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months ago, you and I and Rodney met, and y'all went and looked at some different projects that might be funded. This is just a pre-application, no guarantee we're going to get the grant, but we have to do this in order to apply for it. So if you would, go ahead and explain.
Everybody have a copy of the cost estimate amount?
Not sure if we did send one, but I think it got upgraded because it had more houses than we thought the first time.
A couple months ago, Rodney and I looked at a water system in Key Branch Housing Authority. That system consists of some old cast iron water lines, some smaller 2-inch galvanized water lines that feed several houses. So we looked at a potential project to upgrade that water system with new lines, new fire hydrants, new meters. Some of the meters are actually behind the residence. We pull all the meters out in front. We prepared a cost estimate for that project, $283,975. There is a $200,000 grant that you're applying for from ARC. There's also been a pledge, I believe, Mayor, from the Housing Authority to help with the match, around $30,000.
Yes, we have a confirmation from Betty Carter that they have $30,000 from the Housing Authority that they can apply toward our match, toward the $30,000, the 30% match.
So your total match would be $53,975. This is a pre-application to ARC. They'll notify you if you apply. They'll notify you in October if you meet the criteria, and then the applications will be due in December, and you'll probably be notified around March next year if you are awarded the grant.
All we'll be doing tonight is approving the resolution to apply for. It's not really, not even knowing if we're going to get it.
That's right.
Chris.
That's right.
How did we select this project?
We actually looked at all of the housing authorities. We actually looked with Rodney at several different areas where you have water problems. Looked in particular at 3 housing authorities. The other 2 housing authorities had other issues, street paving, sewer. They kind of beyond the scope of an ARC grant. ARC grants were limited to $200,000. So but looking at Key Branch, really the only issue there is water. The sewer's in pretty good shape, the streets are in pretty good shape. So this project fit an ARC better than the other 2. Still a lot of water and sewer issues at the other 2 housing authorities as well that need to be looked at.
Okay, now one time, the housing handled all this, I thought, wait, you know, one time we was on here before, they had 1 meter handling that or something.
They don't have one master water meter. Each unit has a water meter behind each house. And is that correct, Rodney? Can you explain it? If I
There's a
get this
meter
wrong.
behind each apartment.
Didn't they used to fix their leaks?
No, they are totally in charge of the sewer.
They fix all
We don't
this.
do anything to the sewer, but we do the water.
We did approach the housing authority about setting a master meter and letting them take it over, and they were not in favor of that. The housing authority board, I guess, or the state.
But they said no. But what we do want to do is line all the meters up down a sidewalk, down next to a sidewalk, where we don't have to go behind every apartment reading meters. So they'll all be lined up down a sidewalk.
And then they're gonna be responsible for everything behind the meter, just like a
Yes.
homeowner.
Once everything's put in,
Once
they're
it's run.
responsible. Meter to the house.
Right now, there's water meters close to each sewer line, what makes it difficult if you have a water leak or a sewer problem. So that would be eliminating getting the water meters next to the sewer lines where they're at now. But they're still going to be responsible for all the sewer. And very rarely does the city ever go there and help them unless they need that jet rig or something. But this would give many residents new water lines, replacing the old galvanized lines, which would be much better, and much better for our men reading those meters instead of having to go behind every unit individually to read them.
Ron, how many, do you know how many residents are in the Key Branch?
84.
84, no key.
84, whether they're housed or not, I mean, whether they have
84 water
residents.
meters.
84 water meters. Okay, thank you.
And this could take up to a year, you think?
Yeah, you won't even be notified if you're funded until spring of 2015. Then time you get your grant agreement, go through design and construction, it most likely be the end of 2015 before construction will start.
Do y'all have any other questions for Heath while he's here? Okay, is there, go
Well,
ahead, Francis.
the 55,193, that is with, you said 30%, 30,000 from the housing authority?
That's our part,
That's our part, 55, so the 30 doesn't come off that?
No.
Okay, in total, all right, I got you.
53,975.
Yeah.
Well, then it's 283,975, correct? Or has that been updated?
Yeah, 283,975 is the total project cost.
Okay.
Well, is there a recommendation to approve this resolution?
I'll make a recommendation that we approve it.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Is that unanimous? Number 5 would be a recommendation to approve a memorandum of understanding between Marion County Commission and the City of Hamilton. This is regarding debris removal, and this is what Jimmy Mills just explained to us, that we would need to have in place just in case we ever had a need for debris removal from FEMA or something. We'd have this agreement already in place, and we wouldn't have to do it at the time of disaster. And I think he explained it better than I can second it, but if any of y'all want to say anything, Lee, you're aware of it. Is that correct, Lee? Yes, sir.
It would just simplify the whole process, would it not?
Well, if it happens, you're gonna have to wait for it to, you know, if you needed some help, you wouldn't have to send off and wait for it to be approved. It would already be in place, and it just saves some time.
Okay. Was there a recommendation to approve this memorandum of understanding between the Marion County Commission and the City of Hamilton?
I'll make a motion.
Who made that?
I did.
Okay, Lynn, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Tim. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. At this time, I need a motion to go in executive session. We have Jackie and Jan Burnett with us tonight with Paradise Canyon Cabins. And before we go into this lease agreement, Scott, we need to go in executive session with them for just a short while and come back out and handle this in public. So we do need to go with them to talk about it in private for just a few minutes. So is there a motion to go in executive session?
Mayor, I need about 5 minutes on personnel issue.
In executive session? Okay, that's fine. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Tammy. Let's,
I'll just go for it.
Jackie, let's meet you and Jan first, and then we'll talk with Tim about the personnel after that. Okay, is there a motion to go back into regular session?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Lynn. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Tim, thank you. All in favor, say aye. Okay, next item on the agenda, and the last item on the agenda is a recommendation to approve a lease between the City of Hamilton and Paradise Canyon Cabins. Scott, you want me to say what the lease is per month? And
Yes, sir.
We'll be entering into a lease agreement with Paradise Canyon Cabins to purchase the building for $500,000. The first year lease is $2,500 a month. And at the end of the first year, they can buy the building for $500,000. If they don't buy it at the end of the first year, they go into the second year. The lease goes from $2,500 to $4,000 a month. The $4,000 a month at the end of the second year goes toward the purchase of the building, which would be $500,000 less the lease purchase. That basically is what the agreement is between the City of Hamilton and Paradise Canyon Cabins. Scott, is there anything else that we need to add?
You specified the code.
It is a Kobe building, and they will already been given a letter of intent. They are over there making repairs and putting in a lot of money to fix the roof, fix different things that's been wrong, and get the building prepped for their company so they can start bringing in workers and bringing in equipment. So basically, that's the agreement between Hamilton and Paradise Canyon. So is there a motion to approve this lease?
I'll make one.
Okay, Lynn, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Greg, is there any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. And Jackie, we're very, very pleased to have you in Hamilton. I would, if you would you like to just come and just say something, on behalf of the city and behalf of the company, so the paper can,
Look at y'all, look.
turn around, look at the camera if you want to.
Hey, I'm really proud to be a part of Hamilton, Alabama, and we are gonna make many, many jobs, guys. We should be up and running within 60 days in production. Within 30 days, we're gonna try to produce our first cabin in Hamilton, Alabama. So y'all just keep us in your prayers. And we're tickled to be in Hamilton, Alabama. The mayor has been very instrumental in bringing us here, guys. I want y'all to know he worked really, really hard for the city of Hamilton.
Thank you, Jerry.
And I appreciate what y'all doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank Scott Hunt, too, that's been very instrumental in this. When we first had these meetings with Jackie and his wife, Jan, and Mr. Dave Upton, one of the investors, we met with Scott, we met with Adam Cantrell, we also met with Britton Lightsey from Alabama Power, and also David Thornell. That was at the first couple of meetings. It was a few months ago now, a couple of months. Since then, most of it been Scott and I meeting with them, but they helped us get on the ground started, give us some ideas, and kind of brainstorm together. And without their help, I appreciate their help. But I want to thank Scott because he's done a lot of legwork on this too. It's been a total team effort. And I personally want to thank each of our council members because they've been so supportive. And if they not voted this lease, then we wouldn't have a company. So without our council voting to approve this lease, they would have a home. So we thank all our council personally for the trust and that they put in me and working together to get this company here. Because it's not nothing that I've done, it's something we've all done together. And that's who should get the credit, is everybody working together. And it's a pleasure getting to know Jackie and Jan. We've never met each other before a couple of months ago, and actually become pretty good friends. And I think our friendship will get even better once they get here and get going. And I think it's something that Ham's going to be very, very proud of, to have this company here, and they build an excellent product, excellent cabinet that will sell like hot fire on. And if any other council member has anything to say before we adjourn, that's perfectly fine.
Welcome to Hamilton, and we look forward to the grand opening when all these dignitaries show up. Eddie, you better have extra cameras with you.
Anybody else? Okay. Thank y'all once again. Is there a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Francis, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Greg. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you all very much.